Think about the risk frameworks that we're now held accountable for, and we have to keep a company legal. What's the cybersecurity poverty line? How do we keep you legal? And then what do you do above that? But if you look at doctors, and in particular emergency room doctors, which actually emerged in the 80s, emergency room doctors and trauma doctors didn't exist because it wasn't until we had medical care advanced far enough and the concept of ambulances and getting people to the room, to the emergency room in that miracle hour, that trauma doctors are very different. Here's why. Here's what George and I do on a continuous basis of being able to do real-time analysis. A patient comes in. I have got 10 minutes to look at that patient, to do an evaluation, to determine based on my experience, to determine based on what I know in that 10 minutes, to determine course of treatment. The job is not to make the patient perfect. The job is to keep the patient alive.
Stabilize them.
To the point that we can then figure out how well we can put him back, but there's no guarantee we do. And we can be wrong and the patient can die. Okay? That is what we have to do all the time. We're in a war. So how good can we do that where if we're wrong, we can be sued, so to speak? And part of our day is training, is understanding that. But when you go into an emergency room, those doctors can only work for 12 hours. Those doctors have gone through licensing, and we all understand doctors can't be perfect. And so long as they follow best practice, so long as they demonstrate competence, then they are accountable for that, but not accountable to keep you alive. Well, that's where the cybersecurity practice is kind of going, is we're a little bit of a lawyer, we're a little bit of a CPA, we're a whole lot of a trauma doctor.